What's up, everybody? Appreciate you guys taking some time to go ahead and hop and tap in with us. I want to bring this to the stage today. A gentleman that I don't necessarily know all that well. He hit the team up and said he had sold like 3 or 4 leads off of a quick little batch that he had bought, and they were age leads. And I'm always fascinated with agents that run age leads because that's the background that I came from when I was doing, 35 to 40,000 a month pretty consistently. Was a lot of age leads, kind of like a volume based play. So I asked the team like, hey, get in contact with this guy, see if we can get him on a quick Zoom call to go over, how to work these age leads. So none other than I have my brother here, Timothy, man. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, my guy. Glad to be here
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's go ahead and start from the top, bro.
for
How did you
sure.
get here right now?
Well, I started life insurance around a year ago. When I first started, it wasn't, the best. I overanalyzed a lot, overanalyzed like scripts, different sales tactics, things like that. Right now, I'm currently in San Diego. We specialize in IULs. Recently, I was running fresh leads, so I was spending around 2K a week on leads. But recently, I wanted to dial more age just so I can improve my craft, improve my skill set. I'm at the office every day at 12 hours a day, so I was like, why not get age leads? 21 right now. I'm starting to build my team, but primarily been focused on increasing my profitability and also just increasing my production. So that's pretty much it. I found you guys. I kind of already knew about you. I was following you on Instagram. I think one of the guys I was with like around a year ago, he joined your program. I knew of you. I just never like really tapped into the leads. That's pretty much it, bro. I was just, I seen you guys had a sale for 4th of July. And I was like, what's the worst that can happen? I just started dialing them. Now every week I'm consistently buying, like.
Got you. Got you. Okay, cool. I want to take a
Yeah.
few steps back for the people too, because you said some things that I think are important, bro, for success. First and foremost, you talked about your schedule. Can you tell the people what your current schedule is right now? What changed? It seems like you kind of had like that moment. Obviously, you went from, higher intent, fresh leads to age leads, which for most people, they'd be like, whoa, I'm never doing that. It's always the opposite. But can you tell us, number one, how your mindset changed, what your like new schedule kind of looks like?
I go into my schedule. I used to do like 4 a.m., waking up at super early, working out, doing stuff like that. Now, I wake up at 6. I'm at the office by 7. I'm on the phone by 7:30. I'm dialing till 12 o'clock. Of course, I'm taking breaks in between that, like to go to the restroom to get coffee. But I'm dialing from like 7 to 12, nonstop. I might take a break at 12 to like do back end work, underwriting, things like that, help with clients till like 2 to like 7 or 6 or 7. I'm still dialing again. I'm in the West Coast, so really most of the people I dial in the East Coast. So by 7 o'clock, I'm usually done dialing. So really, it's just wake up, work. I don't overcomplicate it. I used to overcomplicate it a lot, but I don't really overcomplicate it. And as far as my mindset, I used to run fresh, but my skill set wasn't where I wanted to be. And I'm at the office 12 hours a day anyway with new leads. Usually people do like 30 to 40 a week. I'm at the office 12 hours there. I'm not going to keep calling those over and over again. And also, I feel like age is pretty simple. The people know the product already. The people know the situation. It's just your job to figure out why they ain't get anything in place in the past and to, help them put them in a better situation.
Got
So
you. Got you. Tell the people how many days a week are you working? Are you working every day? Or are you just working 4 days a week, 5 days a week? What's that look like?
to be honest, hardcore dialing is Monday through Saturday. Sunday, I'll still dial. Like, I'll still get on the phones because people are responsive on Sunday, especially with age leads. And let's just say I went to my list for the week and I have like people who didn't respond to the appointment. I call out those people because I still like fresh leads coming in every week. Like, I don't like dialing the same leads. So when Sunday hit, if I got people who ran through a presentation, couldn't close, I call those people. So really, I'm working 7 days a week, but technically just hardcore dialing, running their schedule Monday through Saturday, nonstop you know.
Got you. No, I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
As far as you talked about the skill set piece. Was that something you just found out yourself? Like, hey man, I'm spending a lot of money, but I probably need to improve my skills. Did you have like a mentor or something tell you? Or like how did you what was that assessment to be like, yo, let me switch this?
Honestly, I was just like, I need to do more. I need to get more sales. I need to improve my skill set. And all I had was age lead. So the only thing you can do is volume. So while I was doing volume, I was like, I'm getting better on the phone. I'm getting more smoother. Like I'm getting sharper. I'm handling more objections. I'm getting more confident. And this is how just putting up more volume, you're going to be more confident regardless. Like if you actually put in volume, I used to think I used to really be dialing. But if you really dial because you're gonna get the results. So like if you're doing like 500, 600 dials a day and you really being intentional with it, like you really dial on the phones, trying to beat objections, getting smoother, you eventually get better. And I knew spending 2K a week, my skill set wasn't to the point where I could close how I want to close.
Got you. No, I think that's great awareness, bro. I mean, I have to tell our clients that and they don't listen to me. So they're like, yeah, you just saying that because you're the guy providing the leads. I'm like, no, it's the truth, man. You got to work. You got to put in the time and the effort and know how to work the leads, or else you should go get aged leads, like you're saying, and improve your skill set. Because yes, investing $1,000 or $2,000 a week, your skill set needs to be very sharp. You're going to book so many appointments. You need to have great follow-up game. You need to have really good word tracks. It's not just, oh, I'm going to get these fresh leads and it's going to solve all my problems. And the fact that you were aware of that, kudos to you, man, for sure. Now, I want to touch on something. So right now, how much are you doing on average per month in like pre?
Around 20K,
Well,
20 to 30K.
okay, 20 to 30K. Now, you talked about your schedule. I want to talk about something that's a little underrated that you're probably not giving yourself a lot of value for. Let's talk about your mindset of dialing the actual leads. Meaning, like, are you triple dialing the leads? Are you calling them once? Are you leaving voicemails? Are you shooting text messages? What is your strategy from that like 7:30 to 12 and then that 2 to 6-ish block? How are you doing that?
Honestly, on triple down the leads, and I don't spend a lot of time on them just because with age, like your time is money. So like I'm not trying to sell everybody like I am with fresh leads. I really just try to find the person that's interested. So I'm not spending time with tire kickers, people who are you talk to them, they are like acting crazy, stuff like that. Really, I'm just putting in volume, putting in a lot of volume. So like if I call somebody not interested, okay. Usually I ask them why. I try to figure out why they wasn't interested in the first place or why they haven't got anything in place. But I'm triple dialing all the way through. I've been getting a lot of responses lately. Honestly, when you triple dialing, you're gonna get responses. So I'm triple dialing all the way through. I'm not spending my time with people who's gonna waste my time because I know like if I got 100 leads right here, realistically I'm gonna sell like one or two of those. So I don't kind of spend my time with the other people.
Yeah. I think that's a very wise mindset. I'll say that because so many people they just harp over like a three, four, $1 lead, and it's like, man, just go to the next one. Like you spend
Exactly.
all this time getting mad or whatever. It's like, yo, you bought 100 leads for a reason, and that's kind of how you want to work. I didn't even ask you this. What lead type are you working with us, and then what lead types are you working in general whenever you do age leads?
I do IUL, just strictly IUL. So then I kind of already know that situation, like why they didn't buy. Most of the time it's around the same reason. Either they couldn't get approved, agent told them it was too expensive, or they already got anything something in place. So I kind of already know like where to go when they tell me, give me something.
Got you, got you. And that leads me to my
Yeah.
next thing. If you don't mind, we could do a quick, you don't have to do the full presentation, but a little role play. I think that'd be helpful for people if that's cool. I know I'm putting you on the spot, but if you
Nah,
cool,
you're fine. You're fine. What I do personally, I kind of made it up. It don't work for everybody, but I'm like, hey Trey.
yeah,
Hey Trey, this is Timothy Gross, the Chief Executive Officer here. I seen you had talked to one of my agents. This was a few months back regarding the IUL. I just want to see how that went for you.
I don't know if I remember that.
That's not a problem. It was a while back. We was talking about building generational wealth, maybe leaving something behind to the family. Did one of
Got
my
you.
agents reach out to you or
Yeah, yeah. Actually, no, somebody may have called me. Yeah, I did see something about that. I see, yeah, what's going on?
okay? Did you guys end up getting something in place or I guess how did that go?
Nah, I didn't end up getting anything in place. The person that we talked to it was too expensive.
Okay. That's why I was calling you. You wasn't trying to get like 1 million in coverage, were you?
No, 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 nothing crazy like that. It wasn't anything crazy. I
Okay.
couldn't remember what it was, but it was just it cost too much.
You were only 35, right?
Yeah, yeah, 35. I just turned
Okay.
36 last week.
Okay. That's a little weird. That's the only reason I was calling. A lot of people in your area were getting overquoted. Usually we can find something flexible within, your health and age. Did you have anything going on with your health?
Nah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, at least when we did it the first time, I think they took my information and I didn't have any major. I haven't been sick or anything. I think I'm pretty healthy.
Okay. And for you, what initially got your attention about the IUL? What made you even want to look into it?
I just know I've heard a few of my friends and people around me talk about using life insurance like as becoming your own bank or something. It just
Hmm.
seemed very intriguing. So I've always like, not always, but I saw the ad and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm hearing more people talk about this. It's probably why it popped up on my algorithm.
Okay. And Trey, do you have anything in place for the family right now? Something were to happen, or I guess what does it look like?
No, I don't. I had a work policy, but I ended up switching to a different company and they don't have life insurance here.
Okay. I guess what does that like family look like? Do you have like wife, kids? Like who did you want this money going to if something were to happen?
So I'm married and I have two daughters.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
guess yeah, it'd probably be them.
Okay. I know you talked about becoming your own bank. Do you have anything got your money working for you right now, like any 401ks or IRAs, anything like that?
Yeah, I have a 401k that my old job I was contributing to that I'd mentioned to you. And I just got some money in savings. And that's kind of why I was interested in it because I was like, I could probably be putting some money towards something like this rather than
What
just
ma-
dropping it into a savings account.
what made you want to look into this now though? Why not like push it down the road to you like 60, 70, like some of the people do, you know?
Just because I think most people, you think about retirement, you should start planning for it early. That's what my parents always told me. So,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, instead of me putting that money into my savings, it'd be
Mm-hmm.
if I actually just put that money into like something like this, because I'm already investing in a 401k.
Exactly.
So it's like, why not invest in this as well?
Okay. Well, Trey, that does make sense. Based on what you told me, I do feel like what we're doing here would work for you. The main thing would just be put you in a comfortable position so you can, afford those monthly contributions towards the IUL. The way they do make their decision, whether you're approved or not, now also the insurance carriers don't want to put you in a bad spot. They go based on your income. So for you, how much would you say you bring in on a month-to-month basis, after taxes?
After taxes, right?
Uh-huh.
Probably like 7,000,
7,000.
right around 7,000, like
Okay.
6,500 to 7,000.
And I know you mentioned initially that the first guy was overquoting you. Do you remember how much he was trying to quote you for?
Yeah, I want to say like the most affordable option showed me was like 350 a month.
Okay.
It was just a little too costly because I know my wife wanted to get one as well. Yeah, between the both of us, like $700. That was a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's pretty high. Man, basically what I do with a lot of my other clients who do want something in place and want to start building that cash value is they get something, smaller in place that they can afford. And then when we do our 6 months policy review, if you call me and be like, Tim, I want to upgrade the coverage, I want to go up to 400, $500, we do that. But they still lock in their health and age. You're pretty healthy, right? You're pretty young.
Yeah.
So for you, like, what was a comfortable amount you and the wife could do that won't take food off the table?
So originally, I think we were looking at anywhere between like $400 to 500 between the both of us.
Uh-huh.
When we had spoke with the last person and we didn't decide to go, I think it was because that was probably the amount that we
Hmm.
felt comfortable. Because you said I can adjust it, right? Like if I get it, am I locked in or how does that work?
No, sir. With the IUL, the premiums are pretty flexible. So, if you want to change the amount, you have my phone number. If you ever want to change the amount, change any beneficiaries, anything like that, we can always do that. And also with that 6 month policy review, we can most definitely go over that. And if you want to keep it the same or change it, we can do it like that. But I know you mentioned that 500. Let's just say on a bad month, because life does happen. Would that be comfortable for you? Like, for sure, you can do that for you and the wife?
I mean, honestly, probably 400 would be better if life started life in. Just because like I said, we do have two daughters. We want to make sure between the mortgage and everything else that we have that it could be good. And I know that these plans are important to keep too. So I don't want to start something and not be able to finish it. I think that's why the price thing was a little over our head at first because it was like, hey, I want to find something that I can contribute to even when things get bad.
Yeah, most definitely. Man, my goal isn't to take any food off the table. We can start off with that $200 a month for you and the wife both. Since you said for sure, on a bad month you could do that. And then let's just say, you get a raise at your job or you want to increase the coverage, we can most definitely do that. But the main thing would be is just trying to get that approval from the insurance carrier. Let me pull this up here. What was your middle initial?
You good. Hey, I
Yeah.
like that, bro. I like that. I like the frame at the beginning. You said you the CEO?
Yeah, honestly, like they be looking at me crazy. They be looking at me crazy when I be saying that. But honestly, I just made up some. When you seem high status, I just assume they already talked to somebody. And when you assume that, I might not tell everybody, but they're gonna tell me they ain't getting anything. They're gonna tell me like, when you gotta seem like you're the authority figure over everybody else that's been calling them. You know,
Yeah. That's actually dope, bro. I've never heard that one. Hey,
I literally just made it up. I
you
swear.
know that, bro. That joint kind
Yeah,
of hard. Hey,
yeah.
I
That
like that for real, bro. Is there anything else that you feel like agents should know when they're working age leads, man? Like anything that you would give to like a new agent that's watching this a few months from now, or maybe a year from now?
yeah.
Like, yo, I know Tim's running it up with the age leads. How do I duplicate this process? The floor is really yours. What kind of advice do you have for them?
I would say just do a lot of volume. It's about your mindset. Like, so if you go into an age lease batch and you think the age ain't gonna be able to get a sale, or somebody hang up on you one time, and you like, like, it's all mindset. And my mindset going into it is like, I expect them to already talk to somebody before. I expect them to already been blown up before. My goal is to figure out why they ain't haven't get anything in place. Out of a batch of 100, it's somebody that didn't get anything in place because they couldn't get approved. So like, or it was too expensive, or then wasn't the time. So your goal, instead of just trying to look for a sale, look for a solution, help somebody out. Out of three, four sales I've got, two of them been true stage. So like they just wanted some whole life and coverage, didn't have anything. And the other two was like, it was too expensive. All right, put somebody in a better situation. So if they have a medical policy, give them NLG or mutual of Omaha. All right, they don't like the current policy they have. They just say they want it for cash value and they have a death benefit policy, get them a policy with more cash value. It's pretty simple, honestly. It's just about putting those reps in, even though you get people that like hang up. It's just about putting a lot of reps in, honestly, and just know it's one in batch. Like, you know. So that's pretty much it. Just having a level mindset and putting in the volume. Because if you put in the volume, it's eventually the numbers gonna pan out,
Nah, that's real, man. That's real. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate your time, brother. You know what I mean? Thank you for coming
I
on.
appreciate you.
Of course, everybody that's
Yeah.
watching, if you guys have questions, get in contact with the team. I hope this was helpful as all of our videos are, and we'll make sure to get you the information that you need. But yeah, as always, everybody have a great rest of the day. Appreciate your time.